Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei. Today we're going to be looking at Origins, 34 teams. The event's been announced, the teams have been announced. I should probably actually get the event announcement up in a bit as well, but regardless, last Origins, I got a whole, or sorry, actually, I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Last Blockwars event, which was Blockwars 16, took place last weekend, was insanely well received, right? This Origins is going to have the same gameplay as Blockwars 16, so it should live up to a similar amount of hype as the last one. However, the last Origins as well was a fantastic event, considered the best Origins in recent history, if not ever, which was at the time a major improvement on Blockwars 15 from the same cycle. This time around, Blockwars 16 was really good. We'll see how Origins follows up. Maybe it'll be better, maybe it'll be on par, maybe it'll be worse. We'll have to wait and see. Regardless, let's get into the actual teams. The date will be here as well. So first, just ignore the team on screen. The event will actually take place on April 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern. The reason for that is because this upcoming weekend there's a Spanish Blockwars. I'll talk about that when the teams are a bit further revealed, because only half of the teams are known so far. But we had to skip a week for Origins in favor of doing the Spanish one. So that's that. Now on to the actual teams. The first team is red, which is Team LeBron, which, hey, banger. Honestly surprised it took this long for a team to pick this name. I know a lot of Origins people continuously mention, like, oh, team names are getting harder to pick now, and it's like, oh, sometimes I don't even know what to pick. Bro, like, how has this one not been picked before? I don't understand. Either way, the team consists of Kailev, No Name, Shadow Drago, SMK, and Vigvig, which should be a really fun squad. This is a full PALs team, although I think Shadow is the most recent PALs, the PAL member from this list. No Name and Vigvig also being on the same team is interesting. I don't think that has happened before, and it is very rare in Origins, considering they usually play the lower end role on the team. Having two of those people on your team, number one, super fun. Number two, will be interesting to see how that plays out. Regardless, Shadow and SMK and I have both been on a kind of a pop-off arc recently. I think SMK currently is in kind of an S-tier arc, considering I think he's placed top 5 like a few events back-to-back. And then Kailev, consistent, at least mid-tier player, and sometimes even high mid-tier player. So hey, W Kyle, we love Kyle. Anyways, moving along to the next team, which is Team Plink. For those of you who don't know, Plink is a Twitch emote. It's a cat that blinks. It's called Plink. This team consists of Sparky, Carter, Kalen, Keyshinx, and Space. Another almost full PALs team. Pretty close. I think everyone but Keyshinx is a PAL here, so that's fun. Carter and Kalen being a duo is definitely a little interesting. I think this is probably going to be a pretty promising movement team if I had to guess, considering, you know, Carter and Kalen do a lot of Zero Miner and like parkour-based content, at least have in the past for some there, and I think it's going to be an interesting team. I think, of course, Trailblazers is going to be quite the sight to see for this team, and I'm curious to see how this will play out. I think it'll be a fun one. Of course, it's Origins, it's always going to be fun, so yeah. Anyways, moving along. Yellow team is called Team B, which is such an interesting crossover of people and different groups, consisting of Craft Clan, Christy, Lyric, Swiffies, and Ubby. I don't remember exactly who here duoed with who or whatever. I think I was told at some point, and then I don't remember. But just in terms of who knows who and crossovers from that type of situation, it's like Christy and Lyric are like a duo together. Then Swift knows Ubby and maybe Craft, and then Ubby knows like everyone but Lyric, and then Craft knows, you know, whatever. It's such an interesting experimental team, but I think it'll be a really fun one, regardless, because I think, you know, it's just a fun squad. Everybody here, as much as not everyone has the same type of energy, everyone has the same-ish type of energy. It's a lot of chill, chaotic mix in this one, which will be a fun one, for sure. Also, Ubby and Craft, kind of a scary duo. It'll be interesting to see how they perform. No battle, though, which I think for them would probably be a good game, so interesting. Anyways, next up, Team Ghast, which of course is the little dried Ghast, consisting of Narwhal, Kobe, Eint, Maddie Awesome, and Withered. Should be an interesting one as well. I know I say this for every team, but like, this is also another team where I'm like, huh, this is, you know, unique. I wouldn't have put this together, but this probably works pretty well. Because you have Narwhal and Kobe as like a pals duo, and then you have, I don't actually know specifically if Eint, Matty Awesome, or Withered are in like a group together, but I feel like that would make sense for them to be paired up together. So yeah, cool little crossover there. Seems interesting. Next up is the best team, of course, Team Gato, which is the one that has me on it. Look, my face. Consisting of Dakota, Andres, who's a newcomer, Wyan, me, and Charlie. This is going to be a fun team. I'm looking forward to it. They're going to be a really interesting one as well, of course, because Andres is new. Wyan has played like 2 Minecraft events ever, that being Origins Rookies and then the Biome Battle Invitational. Charlie and I are, of course, usually in the main event, so it'll be interesting to see how we perform in Origins. Plus, Charlie is known for his incredible PvP performance, but Battle is benched, so that'll be interesting as well. And then Dakota, I always love teaming with Dakota. Dakota's super fun. Definitely, you know, the 5th on the team in terms of like Andres, Wyan, me, Charlie is like an expected combo, and then Dakota is like oh cool, Dakota's there, which I'm happy with it, but. Yeah, should be a fun one. I think it'll be a cool one. And also, W icon. It's the Gato. If you look up El Gato as a meme, you'll find this little guy. Anyways, next up, Team Biome, which, hey, also was probably kind of long overdue. Biome Battle, of course, has been super relevant, so Biome being a team name for Blockwars Origins makes sense. Bill Dipper returns after however long it's been, together with Dovey, Rowan, Toph, and May. Also another similar team to Yellow, where it's like, yo, part of this makes sense, and then some of it I'm like, huh, interesting. Wouldn't have thought of that, but it works out well, so yeah, pretty interesting crossover yet again, and should be a fun team. I think this is going to be a peculiar one in terms of performance, because Marcus loves getting either like top 10 or bottom 10, bottom 15. So we'll see where he gets roughly. Toph as well has been on an absolutely insane arc in Origins with some crazy teams, so it'll be interesting to see if he can pull this one through to the finals as well. Anyways, moving along, Team Purple Team, which is Team Bugsnax, which has a little guy consisting of DGC, Ende, Chaos Corpse, Lantastic, and Rice in Real Time. Should be another fun one. This one, similar to I think Red Team, is an interesting one again in terms of balancing, because I don't think this team has a standout top frag, but it seems to be a pretty well-rounded one at that. I think DGC, Ende, and Rice, I assume, is the top 3 of this team, if I had to guess. Maybe Lan, I don't really know. But should be interesting to see how they perform. I think it'll be a curious one to see for sure. But maybe this will be like an absolute team games demonic team, and maybe a game like Race will be where they struggle, or maybe vice versa. Who actually knows? I genuinely don't know, because I don't really follow Origins skill based, you know, balancing like that. Next up though, you have Pink, which is the final team. Team Flower, which yet again, when people struggle with team name pickings, this one is just so easy. Just saying, this one's right there. Consisting of Demo, Cataveda, Phasray, Sarah, and Nair. Maybe I'm wrong to say this. I think Sarah and Nair have been trying to team for like a super long time, and I think this might be the first time they get to do it, or maybe it's happened in the past and maybe I forgot. But like, I'm fairly sure that duo was supposed to happen or requested to happen a long time ago. Also, keen to brush over the fact that FaZe and Nair are on the same team, which is. It's just so Block Wars for that type of combo to exist, but it should be interesting. Should be a cool team. FaZe, I think, debuted the last event, or maybe the event before, and I think was... No, FaZe debuted 2 events ago, I think, because FaZe, spoiler alert, won their first event, and the last event winners was not FaZe Ray, so... Anyways, should be interesting to see how this team and every other team happens to perform. Not this weekend, but next week, Saturday, on the 12th of April at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Keep in mind that for EU people now, I'm sure you know because you had to experience it, time zone changed again. So make sure to tune in at the appropriate time and not an hour later or earlier, than you may have expected. So yeah, anyways, excited for this Origins. Last Origins was a banger. This past Block Wars was a banger. So with those 2 factors combined, the pressure is on for this next Origins to deliver as well, because You mean last Origins was sick? The last event was sick. You gotta have a cool Origins, surely, to follow up. I think. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Goodbye!